Okay, welcome back. It's been a little while, but we've got through Christmas, we've got through New Year's, a couple of busy weeks since then, but now I've got some time to continue on with the E36. Also, really tough time of year to try and book the car into a body shop to get repainted, so it's booked in for a couple of weeks from now, so going to spend the next couple of weeks basically getting everything that doesn't need to go away to the paint shop all prepped and ready to go, so when it does come back we can bang everything in and hopefully it'll be a pretty quick turnaround once it comes back from paint. Also, all the parts I ordered before Christmas, they've all arrived, so we've got the first part of today's video is going to be an unboxing of all those fresh parts. I haven't looked at them yet, they've just arrived at the front door, so I'm stoked. Can't wait to see those fresh parts. And then the rest of it, yeah, is just going to be tidying up some things on the exterior, getting ready for when we put the car back. So stay tuned, enjoy the video, and let's get it started. Okay, so let's see what we got. For starters, we got both the inner fender liners. You remember from the previous videos, both of them were stuffed. And these are sharp, these are going to be mint. I've never actually put new fender liners in an old BMW before, and they've always been jacked up, so having fresh new ones, I'm excited, it's cool. So we got, what do we got? Left side, and then right side. We got the basic upper window sills for both the left and right. Again, if you remember from the other video, they were just like perished as, crumbling and falling apart. So there's those for the uppers, and then both of the bottoms for those. So that's those. Basically means our rear windows are going to be totally refreshed now, which is epic. And then basically just a bunch of miscellaneous stuff. We've got a couple of interior pieces that I noticed were missing in the basically by the seat belts, so we got some of those, and then just a bunch of fasteners and clips that again, as you noticed, it seemed like everything I removed was missing a bolt, so we got those, and that's it for I guess the first batch of parts for the E36. There's going to be plenty more of those boxes, but this is the start. Okay, next up, managed to pick up a pair of just stock mirrors. These are second hand, but basically in perfect nick. The paint's awesome. With a bit of a clean, they're going to clean up really well. If you can remember, the E36 came with M3 replica mirrors. They were plastic and horrible. And to be honest, I think I actually prefer the look of the non-M3 mirrors anyway. I mean, the M3 mirrors are great on an actual M3, but if you don't have an M3, I think you're trying a bit hard if you put M3 mirrors on, but that's just my personal opinion. I prefer the look of these better. So we managed to pick up a pair of those. And basically for the rest of the video today, it's just going to be a bit of painting and a bit of work. Basically the window wipers are, obviously they're still in great nick, but they're sun faded and have seen better days. So we'll sand these back and give them a repaint. Next up, the roof line mouldings. I would have liked to replace these. You saw me taking these off in the previous video, but these are like 280 bucks each. And right now with so many things I want to get done on the E36, just to, I mean, I can drive it again. I can spend that 600 bucks on a few better things just to get it going. So for the meantime, I think we'll see how this goes. It should go, I'm pretty confident it should go pretty well, but we're going to basically take off. This has got the traditional old sort of rubberized coating that BMW seemed to love over the 90s and the 2000s. So it's seen better days, it's peeling, and some areas it's starting to rust. So we're basically going to scrape all that off and give them a repaint. I kind of like the idea of having them, so this is obviously the rubberized paint, but I like the idea of it matching the car. So I went out, obviously we've got some primer and then some filler primer, but I basically got the Cosmos Black, which is what the car is, to give it as a base coat. So along with this, and then a 2K clear coat, this should come up pretty good and match the paint. So I'm interested to see what it looks like. I think it'll look pretty good. Also went with a 2K clear and a can. I don't have a spray booth or anything, so we'll just be using spray cans, but this is the 2-part clear coat with the hardness. So it's going to dry really hard, and just for when I'm putting it back in place, I shouldn't have any issues. But yeah, so that's the plan for the rest of the day and the rest of the video. Okay, so continue on with the roof line mouldings. This is one I've just finished. I found that trying to sand it straight away was just taking far too long, and it was just frustrating. So what I found that actually getting a blade and basically scraping the rubberized coating off did a way better job. You'll leave a little bit of primer, a little bit of the paint behind, but then coming over them with sandpaper made it come out mint. And I mean, if you look at that, it's all stripped off. Looking at the other side, I actually left a good amount on, so see that piece there? This is like because it's rubber, it's going to stop it rattling, so I really only I left basically this piece on. You'll see it's got some grooves there. I left the rubberized coating on there, and then we'll just paint up until that part. But certainly the side that everyone's going to see is all basically sanded back, ready to be primed and painted. Okay, now that whole coating's off, we're just going to sand it down, get it ready for paint. Really didn't take that long. That probably took me about 10 minutes. But yeah, super easy with the blade rather than sanding the whole thing. It would have taken hours if I sanded the whole thing. But once they were all sanded down, they were looking really good. I hit them with a wax and grease remover just to remove any of the oils out of my hands and make sure they're nice and clean and ready for paint. I was running out of time for the day, but wanted to get them painted at least with the primer. So here, I'm just giving them each, ended up giving them 2 coats on either side of the edge primer, and they came up really good. So real happy with how they went. But basically that's going to be it for today's video. Didn't quite get them all painted, which was a goal at the beginning of the day, but we got halfway there. Next episode, you'll see we'll finish up the paints and tackle a few other things before the car gets sent up to paint. So again, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.
you.